Hey PhilaDehlia, this is Mark Vaderr, your favorite Bills fan. Now you've tasked me with the reasons why people should want the Patriots to lose the Super Bowl this Sunday. I find that interesting because I don't really think I need to give any reasons for why people would want them to lose. But you want the perspective of a Bills fan, and what better way to get one from a division rival. Now, a lot of people I know that who are going to see this are just going to say, well, it's just a division rival who's sour because it's a team that they always lose to, which is correct, and there's definitely a lot of bitterness I have towards the Patriots. Full disclosure, I absolutely hate that team, and I hate what they stand for because of what they've become. It's no secret in the NFL and amongst NFL fans that the Patriots are cheaters. They have a cheating culture. That's what they've been thriving on, and it's been well documented. But we can go on and on about that. But let me give you some thoughts of why in particular, why we should all want them to lose. First of all, let's talk about Tom Brady. In my opinion, the biggest crybaby in the history of the NFL. A lot of people say that that's Jay Cutler or it's Phillip Rivers. No, it's Tom Brady, and it's not even close. Have you ever seen a quarterback constantly look back at a referee for a flag as often as he does? I certainly haven't, and that's not how it's been for quarterbacks in the game traditionally. It's mostly a recent thing with the protection of the player. Basically, quarterbacks are not football players anymore. Now, that's not all Tom Brady's fault. That's how the league is run, by protection. But it's ridiculous as to how often it happens. Let me also add, I'm a Michigan fan, so I know where he came from. I used to cheer for him. But that all changed when the whole cheating scandal came out. And also his attitude, the deflated football scandal, which turned out to be true, even though, everybody was not making a big deal about it, what they call it, Deflategate. One of the things I've been telling my friends who are other Eagles fans is, I told them congratulations after they beat Minnesota, and and to get ready for the following weeks because I told them good luck against the referees. And that's another big thing that involves the Patriots, is the constant favorable calls they get in penalties. And in crucial games that happened this year, there were, I believe, 4, maybe 5 touchdowns that were going against them that were overturned by instant replay, and nearly all of them were touchdowns. And I gave up predicting what officials are going to call, but some of it was so blatantly obvious that it just was criminal. And then another thing that you as Eagles fans are going to be amazed by, especially if the game is tight and it gets into the fourth quarter, is how well disciplined the Patriots' offensive line is. They must be the best offensive line for probably the last 10 years because they never hold. Never. And you will be amazed. It's like they don't even have hands. They never hold. So pay attention to that. And then there's the one stat that I don't have on me, but I know you can find this. The Patriots have gained this year the most offensive yards in scoring drives. By that I mean penalty yards they have gained, not against them, that they've gained against other opponents. The AFC Championship, did you notice the Patriots' first touchdown against the Jaguars? How many yards did they gain via penalty as opposed to actual offense? You had a bogus targeting penalty, which it clearly was not, and then you had a borderline pass interference call. And lo and behold, touchdown, game is tighter than it looks. So that's another thing. The officials and how it seems to be, Robert Kraft is writing their paychecks. And then, on a more personal note, something that happened this year, and this is about tight end Rob Gronkowski. And during the first game against the Bills this year, late in the game, there was a moment that really infuriated lots of Bills fans. And I raised some eyebrows when, during the championship game against the Jaguars, the Gronkowski left with a concussion, and I wasn't the least bit sad. In fact, I was glad. There were, and I can tell you, there were lots of other Bills fans who were also just as gleeful with that moment, because in that first game against the Bills, there was a moment where he was involved in a play, and Bills cornerback Tre'Davious White made an interception, and he was covering Gronkowski, and after White makes the interception, he is down on the ground, out of bounds, and Gronkowski comes at him and blindsides him while he's on the ground. Trey White had to go into concussion protocol from it. It was a clear cheap shot. It was a dirty play. It was intentional, and it didn't really seem to bother that many people. You know, the NFL says they're all for player safety. Well, it sure didn't after this. It was just shocking that something like that happened. And then there was the apology by Gronkowski, which, you know, apology, you know, it is so self-serving, it is bogus, it's, you know, it's insulting. And in the end, he got suspended for 1 game. And that's just ridiculous. I mean, again, he led with his full weight, with his left arm, which he wears a brace for. He basically used a brace as a weapon. I mean, is he Cowboy Bob Orton? Is he Greg the Hammer Valentine? All you professional wrestling aficionados, you'll know what I'm talking about. That is practically criminal, you know. And I guess the idea that the Patriots were playing the Pittsburgh Steelers 2 weeks ago, I guess that didn't have any influence as to why he only got the 1 game suspension. He showed no remorse for it. He knew what he was doing, and you know, and so whatever happens to him from here on out, I don't care. If somebody ends his career, good. There should be no call for any of that in this game, no matter what. So that's pretty much all I can add to. I can go on. I've got lots of other stories, but yeah. Good luck to the Eagles. It would be really fun to see a team win a Super Bowl for the first time. So definitely, lots of us will not be cheering for the Patriots, and I think most of America will follow suit on that. So I'm gonna wrap it up. So good luck on Sunday.